Kasama po natin ngayon si Sir Carlo, one of the approved Canada student visa natin, and together with his wife, Miss Army. So, saan niyo po pala nakita ang Visa Center International?
Actually, isang araw na nag-browse, actually naghahanap talaga kami before ng agency. Nag-browse ako through social media. So, nakita ko yung Visa Center to Facebook. So, I tried to inquire also during that time.
Tanong ko lang, sir, kung paano po yung naging process po nung application namin?
Well, nung pagpunta namin dito, na-entertain naman kami ng mga ayos, lahat ng inquiries namin, Miss Bell. So, siya yung mga inquiries namin, siya nang nagbigay ng mga requirements lahat or info regarding sa mga kakailanganin during the process.
Paano naman, sir, yung naging process niyo together with the processing officer po, no, si Miss Jensen po?
So, si Ms. Jensen naman, so very responsive naman siya sa mga emails, saka sa mga requirements, mga queries namin. Actually, sobrang kulit ko talaga in terms of mga queries. Alam ni Ms. Bell. Alam ni Ms. Bell na. Actually, kasi gusto ko lang naman kasi lahat ng mga queries namin at wala kaming ma-miss out during the processing period. At least mapabilis yung processing. Napaka-smooth naman, napaka-cooperative naman ng mga consultants saka yung processing officer. Lahat ng mga communication naman binibigay naman nila para mapabilis yung process. So, yun po.
Kunin ka lang kayo, sir, ng advice kung ano po yung pwede niyong sabihin sa mga aspiring applicants po natin, lalo na here in UAE po and also to the other countries.
Actually, na-advise ko lang sa mga aspirant na international student na magbalak mag-apply ng Canada. So, kung kaya namin na magtiis or through the process naman, why not kayo naman siguro kaya niyo yan. Basta yung mga documents na kailangan ng mga processing officer, provide niya lang natin para mas mapabilis yung process. Kung naghahanap kayo ng mga legit na visa center para mag-comply ng yung mga requirements, kung kayo interesado, so I highly recommend Visa Center International para sa magbabalak ng international students. So, recommended siya para sa amin.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Congrats po ulit.
Kasama po natin ang Cabrera family, one of our approved clients for student visa going to Canada. Congratulations po! Anyway po ma'am, paano niyo po ba nalaman ang Visa Center International po?
Yung friend ko dati na nag-work dito, yun, nakita ko siya na that time, naghahanap pa kami ng about application for Canada. Then, minessage ko siya. And then, he told me na pumunta dito para i-check. So, that time, nag-start kami.
Kumusta naman po ang naging experience niyo sa process for this application with Mr. Ralph?
Okay. Una, 2019, nag-apply kami ng express entry. Pero hindi kami nag-move. Tapos, nakita din namin ng pandemic.
So, nag-transfer kayo?
Oo. Tapos, nakita namin na, sabi namin, baka hindi gagalaw.
Oo. Especially sa mga new rules na ngayon, mga ibang score.
Mababang CRS score namin. Sabi namin, best siguro ang piliin namin yung mabilis na pathway, which is student pathway.
Student pathway.
At mabilis nga siya.
Yun din maganda kasi transferable din tayo.
Yes. Correct.
Alright. Sige po ma'am, ano na po ang message nyo para sa mga kababayan natin na gusto rin mag-apply as international student going to Canada?
Ano lang, actually kailangan talaga may plan. So, i-plan nyo lang ng mabuti, then push lang. And sa amin kasi, since nasa community kami ng CRC, so more on kami, pinag-prepare namin talaga to. So, it's not our plan, it's God's plan.
Yes. And with the, kasi pareho kami working. So, yung agency through Mr. Ralph, naging malaking tulong siya kasi ginaguide na kami throughout the process. step-by-step procedure. Tsaka, yun nga, napaganda niya yung SOP ko. Nilagyan niya ng puso. Kasi parang ako nakukulangan din ako, pero sinubmit ko na. Pero nabasa ko yun, nailagay niya na. Parang hindi kami question na. Nailagay niya, alam niya yung ginagawa.
Anyway, thank you for trusting Visa Center International po. Once again, congratulations po sa inyo. So, good luck and God bless po sa parang journey.
Thank you so much.
Alright, hello guys. Good morning everyone sa lahat ng mga viewers natin sa Middle East. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Okay, araw na naman ng Wednesday. Ayan, so this is our schedule for our Facebook Live with our school partner. At saka syempre, no, sa mga viewers po natin. Alam ko ito hinihintay na karamihan. Kasi nga diba, everybody are really looking for Alberta. Kasi even before, may mga inquiries talaga tayo for Filipino. Ang common reasons nila it's because they already know someone in Canada, specifically dyan nga po sa Alberta. So, pwede rin na may mga relatives na sila doon. And there are so many reasons kasi why do you have to choose Alberta? Okay, so aside from my colleagues are actually working na in Alberta, Canada, sobrang affordable or sobrang baba ng kanilang tax. Diba? So it also means na since probinsya, so mababa po ang cost of living doon. Pero sobrang ganda po ng ating school partner na i-feature today. Yan, kaya standby po kayong lahat dyan. And of course, sa mga viewers natin in the Philippines, yan, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ayan, mag-comment tayo ha. Guys, if you have questions and clarifications, please feel free to comment in our comment section para ma-acknowledge natin kayo kung saan yung mga viewers natin today. Pero what's good about our episode today is that, number one guys, no, talking about sa location kasi that's very important. So, hanap natin yung maraming Pinoy, di ba, yung mura lang. And then, ang hinihintay ng lahat ay may option ba or may eligibility ba for PGWP? Yan. Kasi syempre, some of schools kasi in Canada are not eligible na kasi for PGWP. Ito yung after nyo po makapag-aral o graduate sa school, you will have an opportunity pa to extend your stay with the use of PGWP. So ito yung post-graduation work permit. Okay, normally it can be 2 years or 3 years. Ang advantage kasi noon, it's because lalo na no if you're planning to apply for permanent residency, only if that's your option, okay? This will give you more time to gain more experience. Kasi syempre, kapag permanent residency application, may minimum requirement for parang job experience in the nominated job na meron kayo. Okay? Napakaraming good news actually dito, no? Yung school natin, guys, they have their own dorm. Meron din silang family housing if in case you wanted to bring your family with you. And then mataas din kahit paano ang kanilang kanilang salary. Yan. So I don't know if I'm correct, nasa 19 Canadian dollar per hour at marami pang iba. Okay? So kaya sa mga viewers natin dyan, guys, ayan po, make sure po to do share our Facebook Live kasi definitely marami po tayong matutunan coming from our guest today. Kasi guys, she will be representing Keanu College in Canada. At saka malalaman natin I don't know, I think she will also mention this, yung if you guys are aware about WISP. Ayan, ang tabayanan niya yun, heads up. Kahit sa team ng The Visa Center, ayan, if you guys are watching, please po take note of that. That's Workforce Immigration Support Program. So, ito naman talaga yung gusto ng lahat na, diba, na parang nandun ka to continue your study, diba, you gain new knowledge, new skills with internationally acknowledged pa yung inyong qualifications. So it's really a win-win situation para sa mga kababayan natin. It's either yung goal nyo is for career advancement man yan, or mas lalo mapaganda ang profile nyo, plus the opportunity to really work abroad. Okay? Kasi nga po, whatever man yung natapos nyo dito, you can apply it to whichever country you wanted to work. So, pwedeng sa Canada or sa other countries. Okay? So, yun yung isang advantage nun. Pero sa mga viewers muna natin, guys, yan, maya-maya din po at the second half of our Facebook Live, makakasama din natin ang ating team from Dubai. Ayan, walang iba kundi si Sir Kimber. Yan, to help you guys with some of your clarifications. Kasi nga po, yung first half natin will be focusing more on the study visa. Okay? So, this is more on Keano College, ano yung mga programs nila, ano yung mga student support, at marami pang iba. Alright? Pero before that, ito, ipi-play muna natin ang isang video para naman medyo ma-excite kayo. Ano nga ba ang Keano College? Diba? Gaano ito kaganda? Yan, so may konti tayong advertisement and then we will be back at papakilala natin ang ating special guest.
Hi, I'm Louis Barham, a university studies student here at Keano College. Keano College has a great campus. Come join me for a tour. At Keano's main campus, you can get your Keano gear at the bookstore. The Office of Registrar has advisors to help you register for your courses and guide you through admissions. Full-time counselors can help you with personal or academic problems. We have a great university studies program in arts and science, such as nursing. You can complete your first or second year university studies, then transfer to another school. We have the state-of-the-art labs and cutting-edge technologies with programs such as business admin, office admin, and childhood studies. We have something for everyone. Located in the heart of the oil sands, we work with industry and have the best trades programs, millwright, carpentry, electrical and power engineering, and much, much more. You want to work in the trades? You need to come here. Our brand new Elements Dining, or King's Lounge, is a wonderful place to hang out or grab some food. We also have our student association, whose job is to make our students' life better by selling used books or hosting dozens of events all year. We also have our student housing, the Purple Palace. I wonder how it got its name. With Suncor Energy Industrial Campus is home to our heavy trades program. With heavy equipment operator and technician, mobile crane, haul truck, and don't forget our world-class simulators. Whew. Our Senku Sport and Wellness Center is the newest addition here at Keano College, and it's the home of our Huskies, my home turf. It has tons of fitness classes and sports leagues, and hosts many of our community events. As you've seen, Keano College is a great school with small class sizes, diverse programs, and hands-on instruction. Come check us out and get your own personal tour.
Ayun! Ayan, so guys, nagkaroon na tayo ngayon ng konting visual, okay? Kung sino nga ba si Keano College, ano yung mga courses na ino-offer nila doon, at marami pang iba. Kasi marami pa tayong mga matutunan today. Sinasabi ko guys, yung araw ng Wednesday talaga is for us to educate our viewers as well. Kaya i-welcome na natin sa ating screen ang ating mga kasama. Diba? At least, we will be assisted by one of the beautiful country representative ng Keano College in the Philippines, Miss Stephanie Pablo. Hello, Miss Stephanie. Ayan, good morning from Dubai.
Hi, Sir Junie. Thank you so much. I am medyo na-fluttered ako doon. Thank you so much for the Business Center for having me today. And I'm very excited po to share the good news of Keano College para sa mga Filipino aspirant international students po for today.
Ayan. Alam ko, no, sobrang siksik, liglig, at umaapaw talaga yung information about Keano College, its location, and yung program, at marami pa mga student support para sa mga international student natin. Pero bago ang lahat, before we share your presentation, ayan, siguro anuhin lang natin, parang pa-highlight lang natin sa mga viewers natin. Kasi na-mention ko kanina yung kasi alam ng lahat, ano, lalo na yung mga followers ng The Visa Center na may konting, hindi siya restriction or, kumbaga parang mas tumaas lang yung requirement for an international student in Canada. Ibig sabihin, hindi ho, stop na ang pagiging international student in Canada. Tuloy pa rin siya. It's just that nagkaroon ng mga requirement. Let's say, mas tumaas yung required na payment for tuition fees. Yung iba, mas nire-require yung IELTS. Yung iba naman, hindi na pwede isama ang family at kung ano-ano pa. So, just a little info about these changes. How about sa Keano College? These things are still applicable, itong mga changes na sinasabi, or saan tayo mas lamang? Yan, Miss Stephanie.
Thank you so much po, Sir Junie. Very timely kasi I think maraming ngayong Filipinos are very worried, lalo na yung mga may Canadian dreams. Parang, is it the perfect timing to apply na? Actually, it's still the perfect timing to apply to Canada. So I always approach these changes in a better way. Actually, we believe that this will filterize yung mga genuine applicants. So for these changes, since Keano College is a designated learning institution, so we 100% comply to the policy of IRCC and the local government of Alberta and Canada. Now, when it comes to the PGWP, we still have programs po na eligible for post-graduation work permits. So our fellow Filipinos, you don't have to worry, meron kami mga programs na eligible pa rin. Now, sa mga programs po na hindi na under ng PGWP, we still have practicum. So while they are studying, they are starting reporting na, for example, sa early learning and childcare, pwede na rin silang mag-practice because most of the Filipinos doon, kaka-receive na sila ng job offer before the graduation. And then, when it comes naman po sa bringing their family, so ito po, since I'm not an IRCC naman, but then, meron pa rin naman tayong options sa kanila. They can bring pa rin naman their family during their post-graduation work permits. So, 100% we comply to the policy of government, but we make sure that we have an options po para sa ating mga Filipino applicants po.
Ayan. Okay guys, so ayan, gising na. Ayan yung mga tawag nito, yung mga medyo kinabahan na teka lang, i-hold muna ang aking plan of let's say going to Canada and study, di ba? So at least with the help po ng Keano College, ayan, we just hope our viewers ay talagang tumutok kayo guys. Okay, medyo ang ganda ng laman ng presentation ni Miss Stephanie today. So I just hope everybody will just have to take note po. If you have little clarification, i-comment niyo po sa ating comment section para sabay-sabay nating sasagutin. Okay, sa ating question and answer portion. So, I know everybody are so excited. Ang taas ng viewership natin ngayon ha, kahit Wednesday. So, you guys, maintindihan natin yung mga viewers natin. Kapag Wednesday kasi, of course, most of them has work. It's either nasa Middle East man yan or in the Philippines. At alam ko, nag-pick up yung reach ng views natin kapag inaabot na tayo ng gabi mga night time na. But anyway guys, if ever man po that you have questions pero hindi na tayo yung naka-real live, my suggestion is to directly message po ang Facebook page na pinapanooran nyo kasi naka-live tayo in almost all our branches in UAE and in the Philippines para po matulungan kayo ng ating team. Okay, Miss Stephanie, and po, you may now share your screen. Yan, para ma-share natin sa ating screen.
Thank you so much, Sir Junie. Ayan. So I will be sharing my screen. So again, I'm Stephanie po, and I'm the in-country representative of Keano College in Southeast Asia region. Today, I would like to acknowledge your presence po sa ating mga viewers for providing your time today to watch this live session with the Visa Center. So I believe it's a perfect timing and may reason, may purpose si Lord kung bakit nandito kayo. So yes, let's talk about Keano College. So, I always start my presentation with frequently asked questions kasi most of the time, these are the questions running on their minds ng mga Filipinos. So, saan located ang institutions? What are the programs na ino-offer namin? Do we require IELTS? Affordable ba ang tuition fee and the cost of living in the area? So, on my presentation, you will be able to know the answer po sa mga questions na to. All right, so why you have to consider studying at Keano College? So number one, we are a public post-secondary institution, so which means we have programs na eligible for the post-graduation work permit. So we know that merong recent changes, but we wanted to share with you that we still have programs na eligible for the post-graduation work permit. And then, we only required 750 Canadian dollars admission deposit. So, in the whole province of Alberta, kami yung pinakamababa ang admission deposit requirements. So, around 30 to 32,000 Philippine pesos. Makakapag-enroll ka na, you will be receiving your letter of acceptance and provincial attestation letter. So, we have Visa Center naman to help you and assist you with the requirements. So, just to let you know that Keano College ang isa sa pinakamababa ang admission requirements sa Alberta. Okay? And then, nag-offer tayo ng low cost of housing. The tuition fees natin is nag-range lang ng 13,000 Canadian dollars up to 15,000 Canadian dollars per year yung ating mga regular programs. But when it comes to healthcare, it's around 18 to 21,000 Canadian dollars per year. So it's still very competitive. Isa tayo sa pinaka mababa ang tuition fee in Alberta. And kapag Filipinos, we waive the IELTS for most of our programs. So waivang IELTS, you just have to provide your English certificate or MOI in order to be admitted. And then we have international preparatory courses. Actually, Keano College is well familiar with the Philippine Old Curriculum, high school graduates. So that's for that reason, ang ating international preparatory courses, halimbawa Philippine Old Curriculum, and then hindi na nakapag-college, so wala nang degree after, you don't have to worry because at Keano College, we will give you an option. And last but not the least, we have University Transfer Program if you wanted to proceed in a bachelor's degree. Now, let's talk about Alberta. We know that many Filipinos po right now are based in Alberta. So no wonder because in Alberta po, we have the lowest tax requirements in the south latitude of Canada. So we only required 5%. So kapag mababa ang tax, ang ibig sabihin mababa ang cost of living. And then, when it comes to minimum wage earning per hour, generally speaking, in Alberta, it's 15 Canadian dollars per hour. But in the location of Keano College, we have a higher wage earning per hour. Later on, I will be discussing about that. And then third one, we offer free universal healthcare for international students, opportunities to work while studying. Actually, meron akong student from UAE, nag-graduation in January this year. So pregnant siya nung dumating siya sa Fort Mac sa Keano College, and then nanganak siya nung May. Nag-message siya sa akin, sabi niya, ma'am, grabe wala akong binayaran kahit magkano. So that's how good the universal healthcare for international students in Canada. Okay? And if you're planning to migrate in Canada, in Alberta, we have Alberta Advantage Immigration Program or AAIP. And last but not the least, we are home to many famous national parks. Now, I'm sharing with you a Canadian map. So makikita nyo dito yung tax requirement per province. So, share ko to kasi especially in social media, you will see a lot of information. Mataas yung tax dito sa Canada. But just to let you know, it depends on the area. It depends on the location and cities po sa Canada. So as you can see here in the south latitude of Canada, Alberta only requires 5% tax requirement. So, napakababa if you compare it to Manitoba, it's 12%, Ontario 13%, Quebec it's 16%, New Brunswick it's 15%. So, in Alberta, it's 5%, pinakamababa sa south. Of course, sa north, sa Yukon Northwest Territories, 5% din sila. Kaya lang, tumataas yung bilihin sa kanila kasi sobrang layo na. So, in Alberta, it's one of the perfect destination for international students. Now, when it comes to minimum hourly wage rate per hour, in ratio between the tax and the wage earning per hour, napakaganda ng Alberta kasi mababa yung tax requirement 5% but the wage earning is higher. So for example, in Saskatchewan, the tax requirement is 11%, but when it comes sa kanilang wage earning per hour is 14 Canadian dollars per hour. In Alberta, ang tax requirement 5%, pero ang wage earning per hour is 15. So it's one of the best study destination for international students. Now, let's talk more about the location ng Keano College, which is sa Fort McMurray, Alberta, Canada. So, makikita nyo dito sa ating slides yung location ng Alberta. So, at the center, it's Edmonton. It's quite popular and popular location sa Alberta. So, from Edmonton, 3 hours to the south or pababa, doon located ang Calgary. And from Edmonton, 4.5 hours driving time to the north, that is where Fort McMurray is located. So it's very accessible. In fact, we have the third international airport sa Alberta, and we have a current non-stop flights from different location in Canada. Actually, you can go to Fort Mac by bus, pwedeng mag-bus, pwedeng mag-flight. So it's very accessible. Actually, pagbaba mo ng Fort Mac Airport, International Airport, less than 5 minutes na sa Keano College na po kayo. Now, what's with Fort McMurray? So ano bang meron kay Fort McMurray? Why I have to consider studying, working, and living at Fort Mac? It's actually the largest community in the northern part of Alberta. And our economy is very strong. We are the Canada's hub of petroleum production. So when you check it online, the petroleum production is always at the top 1, 2, and 3 pagdating sa top industry in Canada. So we are one of the key drivers to the economy of Canada, which means kapag bumaba po ang economy ni Fort Mac, buong Canada bababa. Kapag tumaas po, buong Canada tataas. So we are one of the significant locations sa Canada. And we also have some industries in natural gas, pipeline transport, forestry, and tourism. Now, along the way, I encountered many questions na paano if hindi po related sa petroleum production yung aking program na ia-apply. So you don't have to worry because as I mentioned, it's the largest community po in the northern part of Alberta, which means we have community to serve. Kailangan natin ng mga nurses, healthcare aid, mga managers in the business, kailangan natin ng mga educators, and most of the programs na ino-offer ni Keano College sa international students ay mga in-demand sa ating community. Okay, the climate is humid continental, demographics 60% are Canadian, and we have 7.2% Southeast Asian. We have a very strong Filipino community po sa Fort Mac. When you go to the bus station, sa hotel, sa campus, so sa mall, convenience store, ang daming Pinoy sa Fort McMurray. Okay, and we have a lot of recreational facilities you and your family can enjoy. So we even have the Northern Lights. We know that many parts of Canada have the Northern Lights, but the difference po sa Fort McMurray, we have the largest reserved dark sky for Northern Lights. Not only in Canada, but in the world. So ibig sabihin po, when you go outside your house, at the backyard, sa campus, naglalakad ka sa kalsada, very visible po ang Northern Lights. So I have my students po, last month, ang dami nilang picture ng Northern Lights. So, mga nakapantulog lang sila. So, they don't need to go nearby the rivers or malapit sa bundok para lang makita yung Northern Lights. It's very visible in the area. So, that's the reason why marami rin tayong mga turista yearly. We also have Oil and Sand Museum and anything related sa industry in Fort McMurray, meron tayong mga museum. We also have boating. And the good thing about Keano College, located at Fort McMurray, we are the only community college sa Fort Mac. So which means we receive a full support from the local government. In fact, last year, we had a meeting with the local government of Fort McMurray, Economic Development and Tourism. So they wanted us to attract and invite more international students to study at Keano College and then eventually makapag-settle at Fort Mac. So last year, we launched the Workforce Immigration and Support Program, or WISP program. It was mentioned by Sir Juni earlier. So it's a specialized stream po para sa Fort McMurray only. So which means si Edmonton, si Calgary, and other parts of Canada don't have this. For example, in the Philippines, para lang ito sa mga taga Metro Manila or taga Baguio lang. So the WISP program only applies for Fort McRae. So, what's with Workforce Immigration and Support Program? This is an immigration program to address current labor needs and skill shortages. As I mentioned earlier po, we are one of the key drivers to the economy of Canada on which they cannot afford to lose people in the area. So it can help the students after graduating to Keano College and having their job offers or working experience, then they can apply po for WISP program to expedite their permanent residency. Okay, so we just launched it last year. So as I mentioned po kanina, it's still a perfect timing for you to apply or to study in Canada, specifically at Keano College, because last year we just launched this WISP program. All right, and then we have many cultural community festivals and events. So um, I'm gonna play a 30-second video po about Keano College. So we even offer esports. So our tagline is welcome for an education and stay for the lifestyle. So even our video is in partnership with Fort McMurray with Buffalo. So we have a very beautiful and very vibrant community sa Keano College. Okay. Now, Keano College po, we offer low tuition and fees, but we make sure that we deliver high quality of education. So we maintain 21 to 28 students per class and economically viable community with part-time job opportunities. So may mga student, of course, we cannot promise about the part-time job, but I have some students na it depends kasi sa Filipino. May mga student ako na isa lang yung part-time job, yung iba naman tatlo, dalawa. So it depends on you when you arrive at Keano College. Now, we have culturally diverse community, international preparatory course, and again, we are a designated learning institution, and we have programs eligible for post-graduation work permit. So these are some of the photos of our students enjoying school events. As I mentioned po, na kahit mura lang ang tuition fee ni Keano College, we deliver high quality education. In fact, on the recent Provincial Skills Canada competition, Keano College won gold po over SAIT and other colleges in Canada. So we produce gold medalist students. So ito lang yung nilagay ko kasi it's the most recent. But in every competition po and provincial skills, Keano College is always at the top one or top two. Okay, and then just want to give you a very quick glimpse po ng ating campus. So makikita niyo sa hallway, we have our Philippine flag. I'm so proud of this. So we have a very strong Filipino community of international students sa ating campus. Kaya meron tayong Philippine flag po dito sa ating campus. So pangatlo tayo sa Canadian flag. Actually, mas una pa nga tayo kaysa sa US flag. So that's how very important ang Filipinos sa Keano College. Meron tayong Theater Information Commons where you can use the computers for free. Meron tayong library, Keano or Keynotes bookstores. So for this, kung kailangan nyo ng mga school supplies, meron din tayong wellness services if you need any counseling. Meron tayong relaxation room, facilities for healthcare, clinic kung sumama yung pakiramdam ninyo, English center, and facilities for skilled and trades. Meron din tayong student success center kapag lalo na yung mga hindi sanay mag-aral, you don't have to worry, may free tutorial tayo, free tutorial services. Actually, meron akong student na public school teacher sa Philippines. 10 years ago na yung huli niyang pag-aaral. So, ina-avail niya yung free tutorial services. Meron tayong Keano Esports, Facility Cafeteria, King's Lounge, prayer room, and so many of supports na offer natin sa ating mga students. Actually, yung ating Keano Wellness Services, we call that the one-stop shop. Kasi if you need actually anything you need. For the worst case scenario, kailangan nyo ng damit, you need clothes, you need food, pwede kayong pumunta dyan, bibigyan nila kayo. Okay? So we have a state-of-the-art facility for sports. May free gym, may track and field tayo. So actually, na-meet ko yung ibang mga former international students. Sabi nila sa akin, wow, ang laki po ng sports facility ng Keanu. Kasi yung isang school ko sa New Brunswick, isang basketball court lang yung aming sports facility. But at Keanu College, we wanted to give the best services for our students. Okay, so what are the programs that we are offering for international students? Meron tayong certificate, diploma, and bachelor's program. So, meron tayong 3 intakes in a year. We have fall, winter, and summer. So that's September, January, and May. So mag-open tayo on November 1 ng ating application for May 2025, September 2025, and January 2026. So mag-open siya on November 1. So sa certificate, we have business ed, early learning, educational assistant, healthcare aid, human resource management, and office ed. So with the recent announcement, we wanted to promote the healthcare aid if you're into healthcare industry. Meron din tayong IT-related programs. For diploma, 2-year program. So, meron tayong business, meron tayong early learning and childcare. So, for example, in early learning and childcare, we have practicum. So, habang nag-aaral kayo, nagre-report na kayo sa mga partners natin na childcare center. And most of the time, Filipino student natin, nakaka-receive na talaga sila ng job offer habang nag-aaral pa lang dun sa kanilang reporting childcare center. So, hinihintay nila sila graduate, then may job offer na sila. And then environmental technology, practical nursing, social work. Meron tayong digital marketing, business ad, governance and civil studies if you want to work in a government setup, and hospitality and tourism management diploma. Right? So, meron tayong university transfer. So, those are the programs. Meron kaming bagong i-open na program, which is the power technology. If you wanted to work in the petroleum production, so meron tayong power technology. So, for our admission requirements, kailangan lang natin is yung high school and college transcript and record. For the IELTS, naka-waive as long as you can provide the English certificate or MOI. But then, for practical nursing and Bachelor of Science in Nursing and Education, you need to provide English language proficiency. So, kung ayaw nyo mag-take ng IELTS, we are accepting Duolingo. So, it's much cheaper and easier. And kapag graduate kayo sa any of these universities in the Philippines, exempted na po kayo sa MOI. So you don't need to provide MOI except sa practical nursing kasi requirement po yun ng Government of Alberta. Now, for the breakdown of fees, magkano ba si Keanu? Bakit sinabi ni ma'am na mas mura si Keanu College compared to others? So, just to let you know po that the application fee ni Keanu College is 107 Canadian dollars. It's the lowest po, pinakamababang application fees sa buong lahat ng institutions in Alberta. And even our admission deposit, 750 Canadian dollars, 30 to 32,000 Philippine pesos, enrolled na si student, may provincial attestation letter na si student, and letter of acceptance. But then again, the Visa Center, they will provide you an expert advice if they might require you a higher admission deposit. Please do so because they know the best option for you. Kasi may mga student kami rin na nagbayad na sila ng higher to secure a higher chance of visa approval. But then again, for the school itself, we only require 750. Now, the first semester tuition fee, kailangan pa rin bayaran. But the good thing about Keanu College, ang tuition fee due date is 10 business days pa bago mag-start ang class. So for example, you are working right now sa UAE. So, ang target mo pa is winter 2026. So, pwede na rin kayo mag-submit ng application on November 1. Pero ang due date pa ng first semester tuition fee nyo is December 2025. So, imagine the flexibility of the payment schedule. You will still have enough time to prepare for your tuition fee. Okay, but then again, you will have your immigration consultant with the Visa Center. They will be assisting you all over your application. Okay, and last we have housing payment if you're going to avail the housing ng Keanu College. So as you can see on the right side of the presentation, ito lang yung tuition fee per term natin. So sa business, it's around 6,000, early learning around 6,000 lang. So it's around 13 to 14,000 Canadian dollars per year. Very competitive. Meron tayong student housing. Keanu College is a very student-oriented institution. So kapag single ka, meron tayong single housing. So it's only 600 Canadian dollars per month. So imagine, napakababa po nito. When you go to the downtown Toronto, grabe, napakamahal. So around 1,000 plus as a single person. But for Keanu College, if you're single, meron tayong 600 Canadian dollars per month. Included na po lahat ng utilities. And ang maganda kay Keanu College, we even built a family housing. May nagsabi nga sa akin, si Keanu College yung may sariling subdivision sa school. Kasi we even built a family housing. So if may family ka, isasama mo yung family mo sa Keanu College, meron tayong family housing 2-bedroom units. It's only 956 Canadian dollars per month. It's very competitive, napakababa. So imagine, mababa yung tuition fee ni Keanu, yung tax ng Alberta, mababa ang housing, but the wage earning is higher. So that's our family housing. It's just 1 to 2 minutes walking distance. Malapit po yan sa elementary and high school kapag mayroon kayong anak na isasama sa Canada. We also have Riddle Townhouses. So sa Riddle Townhouses, it's nasa community po yan, 5 minutes away from the campus. So here are some of the sample pictures ng ating housing. So as you can see, merong sariling room po ang student kapag single po sila, but with shared living room and kitchen para hindi nabibili ng mga utensils ng students. Kapag meron naman kayong family or you're going to have the family housing, fully furnished po yan. So we have the basic furnitures. So available na po yan even on the kitchens po. Okay. And now, Keanu Student Services and Support. Ayan. We have complimentary airport pick-up. So susunduin namin kayo sa airport. Especially on winter, we wanted to make sure that you are safe. Ihahatid namin kayo sa inyong housing. It's either on campus or off campus. We have International Education Office, academic tutoring. So that's for free. Career services, if you need any assistance, ma'am, gusto ko dito mag-practico. Ma'am, gusto ko magpalit ng company. Ma'am, I wanted to apply for a job. So, i-assist po kayo sa ating career services. Meron din tayo health and wellness services, learning resources, accessibility and accommodation. Actually, meron din kaming specialized arrangement para sa mga student with disability. Athletics, theater, synchronous sports, and last but not the least, you're allowed to work inside the campus. So meron kaming mga ino-offer na trabaho sa ating mga international students inside the campus. Meron tayong advisors na mag-a-assist sa inyo to if you wanted to ship a course, ano yung gusto nyo maging trabaho. So we will help you academically. Meron din tayong immigration consultant in the campus. So of course, Visa Center will help you. So pag nandun kayo, kung may biglaang questions lang kayo, meron tayong immigration consultant. Pwede kayo magpabook ng inyong schedule. Meron din tayong support for job fair. We make sure na every end of the semester or the term, we always conduct the industry connection job fair and rapid resume review. So for this one, you will have the chance to meet with the industry companies, and then it's up to you kung saan nyo po gustong magtrabaho. And on the right side, we always conduct the International Coffee House. This session po focuses on the post-graduation work permit. So bago po kayo graduate, we wanted to make sure that you know ano yung next steps sa inyo, ano yung dapat mong gawin, ano yung mga completion letters that you have to provide. But then of course, the Visa Center will be there to help you. And on the other side, in Canada naman, Keanu College will be there to assist you. So these are the results of the survey, some video, not video, but testimonials from our international student. We have Miss Rochelle Urbana. She's a Filipina. Ito mga Filipino rin. So the satisfaction rate ng ating international students are strong overall. Then again, the immigration pathway, it's a different story. So I'm not an IRCC, an IRCs are it's another story, but I wanted to give you a highlight that if you're going to study at Keanu College, you might have a higher chance of obtaining permanent residency. But then again, it's a different story and it always depends on you, but we will be here to assist you. So at Keanu, you belong, you matter. So I'm giving back the virtual microphone to Sir Junie. Ayan. I'm so sorry. I think like overtime po ako. Thank you so much.
Ayan. No, it's okay. Actually nga, naka-standby ako for all the information and the good news that you actually shared sa mga viewers natin. And hindi bumababa yung, yung viewership natin. So it means that they are really interested with all the information that you shared today. Ayan. So ang dami nating good news at sa mga viewers po natin guys, at least somehow makakatulong itong ating live na to with the help of Miss Stephanie na yung mga idea natin, okay, may option pa rin tayo na naka-waive yung IELTS for Filipino and then what else? Yung mga na-mention ko kanina, di ba may mga programs pa rin na eligible for PGWP at marami pang iba, okay? Sa mga late tuners natin, ayan po, later on guys, pwede nyo pong panoorin ulit ang ating video. Yan, nakasave naman po ito sa ating mga Facebook pages. But of course, I'm encouraging now our viewers to please write their questions or clarifications sa ating comment section. And marami tayong may mga nag-tag pa kanina, no? And of course, I just like to acknowledge ang ating IELTS partner na 9 nurse. Ayan, sa Cabanatuan. Okay, ayan, may mga friend tayo dyan. So, don't worry guys, if only needed, kailangan niyo po ng IELTS, then we have IELTS Review Center naman ng mga partners natin in the Philippines and also dyan po sa Pilipinas. Okay, so I have some clarification lang, Ms. Stephanie, kasi sobrang clear naman ng presentation natin. Let's talk about itong tuition fee. Kasi syempre yan yung concern lagi ng lahat. Kasi currently, ito kasi guys, na-mention kanina ni Ms. Stephanie na meron silang minimum requirement lang talaga for the tuition fees. Pero it may vary depende dito sa team ng the Visa Center. Because our concern is ang inyong probability rather for your visa application kasi magkahiwalay yon. So tutulungan namin kayo and with the help of Miss Stephanie na makakuha po tayo ng letter of admission, mai-enroll po kayo sa school sa Canada. Because ito yung uunahin natin dahil kakailanganin natin to be included doon sa inyong requirements for your visa application. So, Ms. Stephanie, from your school side lang, how much yung nire-require nyo ngayon for our international student na babayaran nila when it comes to tuition fees?
Ayan, thank you so much po, Sir Junie, for that question. I think this is very important to clarify. So, for Keanu College po, in order for the student po para makareceive ng letter of acceptance and provincial attestation letter, we only required 750 Canadian dollars admission deposit. So, meron kasi yung mga students na they apply 750.
How much? 750 Canadian dollar?
Yes po, Sir Junie.
Okay, wow.
Around 30,000 to 32,000 Philippine pesos lang. Enrolled na sila. They will have letter of acceptance and provincial attestation letters. But then again, if they wanted po na mas mataas yung kanilang bayaran, it's okay naman po. Pero in order for them to enroll, 750 lang po talaga nire-require namin. So, ang ina-advise ko sa student ko, kasi yung iba, gusto pong bayaran na po lahat. Okay, sige, bayaran mo muna yung 750 Canadian dollars admission deposit, hintayin mo yung letters mo, and yung provincial attestation letter and LOA, then bayaran mo sa inyong student account, hingi ka na resibo, then you can submit the visa application. So may mga student ako, Sir Junie, when about your question sa yung approve rate ng ating mga student. So may mga student ako na na-approve na 750 kasi may record naman tayo sa IRCC na ang requirement lang ng ating admission is 750. But then again, for higher chance na ma-approve ang visa naman is pwede naman po nilang bayaran. Pero yung ating policy po, 750 lang ang ating requirement, then kailangan po nilang bayaran ng first semester 10 business days bago mag-start ang class. So, one of the example po is if January 2026 pa, lalo na may mga contract sa UAE. So, ang kanilang due date pa po ng first semester fee is around December 14, 2025. So, meron pa silang enough time to mag-ipon ng tuition fee just in case.
Wait lang ha, standby lang kasi nga mukhang malulobat ako. Wait lang. Okay.
Ay, sige po, Sir Junie. Ayan po. So, ayun po, hopefully clear po sa ating mga viewers yun. So, mura lang naman po ang ating admission deposit requirements. So, it's only 750. 30 to 32,000 Philippine peso. And very flexible yung payment plans natin. Kasi we know some of the Filipinos talaga, they have, of course, maraming kinoconsider yung money na nag-iipon pa. So, meron tayong mga options sa inyo. So, yeah, just wanted to share with you. Ayan, Sir Junie.
I'm back.
Thank you po.
Okay, so good thing no na na-mention natin to kasi ibig sabihin, 'di ba, we are considering kasi ito guys sa mga viewers natin ha, at least for you to just be enrolled, ayan, kasi hinahabol natin dito yung available na mga intakes, 'di ba? Since we have fall, winter and summer. Ang habol lang natin dito guys is that at least pay for the 750 Canadian dollar, ma-enroll na kayo dyan. And then whatever man yung i-request sa inyo ng team ng The Visa Center for your visa application, syempre pwede nga first semester, kung bayaran mo na yung 1 year, the better. Ito ay i-check po ng team ng The Visa Center if, let's say, magkano yung kakailanganin mo, depende sa profile natin eh. So, syempre, the more po na you are financially ready na and may budget na kayo to pay for your tuition fee, syempre, the better na mas nabayaran na natin para wala na kayong problema kapag nasa Canada na kayo. So, just to make sure lang na makakapasok tayo sa next slot. Kasi syempre, kasi gaano kalaki yung school, may limit pa rin po yun kasi ang international student naman, hindi lang siya Filipino. Okay, so it's nationality pa din. So we wouldn't know kung makakasama kayo for, lalo na kung anong hinahabol nilang intake, no? Kasi we have September. So like right now, October. So ano yung mga pwede pang habulin, Miss Stephanie, na intake? January na.
Yes po, Sir Vinny. Buti po na-mention nyo yan. It's nice na na-mention nyo po kasi si Keanu College, for the past couple of years po, mas mabilis na po napupuno ang ating mga seats. So, yung po, close na po lahat ng intakes. Pero on November 1 po, mag-o-open po ang ating summer 2025, September 2025, and winter 2026. So, very timing natin. Sabihin po, lahat po November 1.
Okay, so parang sa November 1, nag-o-open pa siya. So, ibig sabihin, pwede na silang humabol ngayon. Okay, pero if ever, yung intake na available will be summer next year. So that's May of 2025.
Yes, actually, Sir Junie, sabay-sabay po namin ino-open. Sa November 1 po, ino-open namin ang application ng May 2025, September 2025, and yung tatlong intakes po namin, Sir Junie, i-open na po namin yan on November 1st. So talagang paunahan ng seats.
So guys, better po na mag-avail na kayo ng aming free eligibility assessment and consultation muna. Okay, now. Okay, para po at least kung sakaling man bago mag-November 1, kumbaga natulungan na kayo ng team ng The Visa Center. Kasi during assessment po kasi, we will assist you with your application. Number 1, anong program ang nababagay para sa iyo? Diba? Ano yung program that can also help you with your visa application na ma-approve? Or we're also going to consider ano ba yung goal, yung pinaka-reason why do you have to study abroad. So at least in that case, no, mag-guide na kayo ng team namin. Or are you planning to bring your family? Or mag-study ka lang pa talaga doon? Diba? Ano yung mga requirements na kailangan nyo i-complete? Kasi syempre, hindi naman po kailangan i-submit lahat eh. Ang uunahin lang natin is, ano yung mga requirements na kakailanganin muna ng eskwelahan? Kasi ang first stage natin, ma-enroll kayo doon, makuha natin ang LOA natin, and then, that's yung next stage na natin is ipoprocess na natin ang inyong visa application. Okay? Kasi minsan, dito nagkakaroon ng delay kapag medyo hindi maayos or hindi nakukomply yung mga requirements natin. But don't worry guys, worst scenario, okay, ang contract po ng The Visa Center is non-expiry. In case man magkaroon ng mga delays, hindi mo masasayang ang pera nyo. Pero I don't know about sa school. Miss Stephanie, in case lang kunyari, hindi niya naabot yung supposedly intake na kailangan niya. Guys, yung intake, ito yung start ng class doon sa Canada, ha? In case, for example, Miss Stephanie, kunyari, supposedly, May of 2025 sila na mag-aaral doon. But unfortunately, may mga kulang na documents. Free ba yung deferral natin ng intake or anong rules sa deferral?
Ayan na po. Thank you so much, Sir Juni. So, ang ating general policy po for deferral is free one deferral po tayo. So, inalaw po natin sa student. But then, after the changes po, Sir Juni, ang inaalaw po natin kay student is pwede po niyang ma-refund and re-apply na lang po siya just in case po na hindi siya umabot. Now, kapag refuse po ang halimbawa po nagkaroon ng refusal, pero for sure, syempre meron tayong mga experts sa Visa Center. Kung sakali lang na may visa refusal, 100% po refundable. Ang kanilang additional deposit and ang kanilang tuition fee. Kapag si student naman po personally, may personal reason po siya kung bakit gusto niyang tumigil or na-delay yung...
Kunyari na buntis or yung mga gano'n, di ba? Yung mga valid.
Yes po. So kapag personal naman po, 50% ng 750 po is refundable kung personal reason. Pero kapag visa refusal, 100% po i-refund po natin kay student.
Okay. So guys, we are just being transparent with Miss Stephanie dito na syempre we are saying po na mataas ang approval rate ng team ng The Visa Center when it comes to student visa. Pero kasi syempre, hindi na aminado kami na hindi siya 100%. Because maybe there are some scenarios from the process na, alam mo yun, hindi natin maiiwasan. And that's normal, okay? Huwag po tayong mag-worry kung in case man na magkaroon ng rejection. So, definitely we will receive naman yung reason of rejection and we just have to contest or i-rectify natin yung kailangan nating habulin. Okay, but kaya nga po ito yung reason why we wanted our viewers to start their application as early as now para at least we still have time now to play around. Kasi lalo na kunyari ang habol mo is gusto mo by next year of May, gusto mo nandun ka na sa Canada at nag-aaral, then we have to start the application now. Kasi from orientation, from assessment, from complying ng documents, to payments muna sa school side, ayan, at marami pang iba. Okay, ayan, nagiging maganda na ang ating nagiging discussion. One good thing na na-mention mo pa, Ms. Stephanie, kanina is that we have our dorm, ayan, at saka meron din tayong family housing, which is 2-bedroom unit. How much yung rent nun? Kasi parang na-mention mo kanina, below 1,000 eh.
Yes po. Single housing po natin, Sir Juni, it's 600 Canadian dollars. Included na yung utilities. Opo, may sarili silang room. But with shared living room and kitchen lang, pag single sila. And then sa family housing natin, Sir Juni, napakababa. It's 956 Canadian dollars. 2-bedroom units na po yan. So, malapit po yung sa campus. Opo. We actually built the family housing para sa mga international student na plan nilang isama yung family nila. So, very student-oriented si Keano College.
Oy, mura yun guys ha, kasi nga as per, update ko kayo, no, we have a student before na nasa Alberta din. Actually, family of, family of 4. They are renting 1,000 plus. I don't know kung mga 1,200 yun or 1,300 Canadian dollars. So if they are offering itong, basement lang yun ha. Basement lang yun, 1,300 Canadian dollar per month. So if nag-o-offer dito sila Ms. Stephanie ng nasa 956 CAD lang, that's already very affordable. So nakikita natin guys, no, yung advantages ng scenario ngayon that if you're going to study in Canada, so balance it out. Affordable yung tuition fee, affordable yung cost of living, yung accommodation nyo mababa din, mataas yung salary, and then yung opportunity. Parang kanina kasi, di ba, doon sa mga student support na ginagawa nyo, dalawang bagay na gustuhan ko doon. Number one, relaxation room. Pwede bang nasa relaxation na lang sila the whole time? Hindi na mag-aaral, no? Parang, where are you? I'm in the relaxation room. And then, of course, may mga job fair tayo. So, at saka yung opportunity, guys, na mayroong work placement. Okay, depende yun sa inyo siyempre, no? Nasa performance nyo po yun. Hindi yun gina-guarantee siyempre nila Miss Stephanie. Pero if you are performing well at nagustuhan ka ng employer, sabi nga niya, as per sa experience, marami silang student na hindi pa nakapag-graduate. They already have a waiting job offer for them. So, grab that opportunity habang nag-aaral kayo. Ano ba? Kasi kompletong-kompleto na yung information na na-share mo. Siguro, Miss Stephanie, ito na lang, parang any words of encouragement sa mga viewers natin, ng mga future international student ng Keano and other school na meron kayo sa Canada.
Yes po, thank you so much, Sir Junie. Actually po, sabi ko nga, in Keano College, I think it's one of the blessings sa mga Filipinos who are really planning to go to Canada. Kasi mga Pinoy, naghahanap yan ng mura, mababa ang cost of living, pero mataas yung salary. So, Keano College, we have a good location. And just to let you know po, Keano College, meron tayong mga limited partners in the Philippines and in the world. So the Visa Center is one of our legit partners na may direct contract po si Keano College. So if you have any further questions, they will be assisting you about Keano College. Very timely po kasi on November 1st, we will be opening our application. And about the changes in Canada, just napakalaki po ng Canada. The land area, sabi ko nga, every time na nagta-travel ako, sabi ko, kailangan talaga ng mga Pinoy dito sa Canada. Kasi sobrang laki ng land area ng Canada. They really need people. They just wanted to filterize the quality students and future migrants in Canada. So you don't be bothered po dun sa mga changes na naririnig ninyo. So at the end of the day, Canada still needs people. So kaya that's the reason why kaka-launch lang namin ng Workforce Immigration Support Program because we need people at Fort Mac. So kailangan namin ng mga future migrants. After yung mag-aral sa Keano College, magkaroon kayo ng job offer and eventually makapag-migrate na kayo to Canada. So we have many options, and if you have further question about Keano College, please do not hesitate to contact the Visa Center. They are our legit partners po in Philippines and also in UAE. So you're in the good hands. And yes, at the end of the day, always pray kasi si Lord pa rin na nagtatakda. But at Keano College, ang daming UAE, Dubai, Qatar, maraming mga OFW kasi talagang hinanap nila is yung mga school na mas mura, may chance ng PR. So at the end of the day, it's always the Lord's will ang nagpe-prevail. Mayroong mga students na mataas nga yung, maganda yung mga background nila, but at the end of the day, si Lord pa rin talaga nagdadala sa kanila sa Canada. So don't worry about your background. The Visa Center will help you do the proper assessment and will provide you the right program and assistance po. So yes po, thank you so much for your time, Sir Junie. Thank you so much. And God bless you all po. Thank you po and God bless.
Thank you, Miss Stephanie. Ayan, see you soon.
See you soon.
Alright.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so yan guys, ang country representative ng Keano College. Ayan, kaya sa mga viewers natin guys, sobrang ganda nito naging episode natin. It's because we are actually informed ng kagandahan kapag nag-aaral tayo sa Alberta. Okay, and also studying as an international student in Canada in general. So, di ba, at least unti-unti na nalilinaw nabibigyan na ng linaw yung mga ilan sa mga problems na nakikita natin before. So, yung ilan sa mga viewers natin na parang nag-hold back yan because of some changes na nakikita natin, napapanood natin online. At least we have some first-hand information coming from our school representative. Ayan, lalo na po sa Canada. Okay? Ayan, ano pa ba? Ito guys, so ulitin lang po natin, take note po. Mostly, sinasabi ni Miss Stephanie kanina na all of the parang all of the intakes na meron sila is puno na, okay? But they're going to open again some more slots on November 1. Kaya naman sa mga viewers natin, if I were you po, take advantage that we are offering free eligibility assessment and consultation. Ayan, so i-avail nyo po yan. All you need to do is just message our Facebook page na pinapanooran nyo. Okay, talk to anyone from the Visa Center team. From our Philippine branches, meron tayong Ortigas branch, meron tayong Bulacan, meron tayong Batangas, Pampanga, meron tayong Cabanatuan, nasa SM Cabanatuan po yan sa Nueva Ecija. We have Gapan, Nueva Ecija. We have Isabela. We have Davao. Ayan, ang bagong bukas natin na branch in Mindanao. Kaya sa mga viewers natin na sa Mindanao or mga OFW na nasa Mindanao or galing sa Mindanao po, you can also ask your family to visit our office para po mapuntahan nila. Yan, actually, sinishare ko yung contact details ng mga branches natin sa ating ticker dyan kanina. And of course, dito naman sa UAE, we have Abu Dhabi and Dubai. And speaking of Dubai, makakasama na natin ngayon ang pinaka-pogi at eligible. Hindi, joke lang. Ang team natin from the Visa Center Dubai branch. And I welcome natin si Kimber. Hello, Kimber. Good afternoon na kasi past 12:41 na ng hapon.
Hello,
Kumusta?
Sir Juni. Thank you so much. No, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Ayan. So, big shout out po sa mga international student natin. Personally, ako po, no, na nasa Ontario, Saskatchewan at Alberta, syempre, na pag-graduate na.
Ayan.
And,
Oo nga, mangilan-ilan na rin sila. So, yung iba
yes,
graduate na ha. Graduate na yung iba din. Kaya, sa tagal na rin ng The Visa Center, no, na tumutulong para sa mga kababayan natin na gusto mag-aral doon. Alam ko yung iba din na natulungan din natin to process ang kanilang PGWP. Kasi nga, yun nga, before, talagang halos lahat ng school partners natin are eligible for PGWP. Now, we have some schools pa rin, school partners na eligible for PGWP. Kimber, siguro bigyan natin no, itong mga viewers natin. Let's discuss more about PGWP lang. Ano ba ibig talaga nito? Kasi sinasabi nga nila Miss Stephanie, yung ilang schools nila are pwede pa rin pala, may extension pa rin. So tell us more about this.
Grabe, no? Buti na lang si Cayano College ay merong PGWP kasi ang PGWP or Postgraduate Work Permit, so binibigay yan sa mga international student para makapag-stay pa sila diyan sa Canada, no? So habang nag-i-stay sila doon, pwede silang mag-work ng full-time. Okay? Ngayon, habang nag-work sila, syempre, no, let's say for example, naka 1 year work experience na sila, yun na yung time para makapag-apply na rin sila para maging resident na.
Yes.
Okay, so yun yung kagandahan na makapag-apply tayo ng PGWP. Ayan, pero ayun nga, no, pagdating naman sa pag-apply ng PR, so sobrang lawak na usapin yan. Pero syempre ngayon, Sir Juni, alam mo, excited ako na makapag-share ng knowledge ko para sa mga viewers natin dyan na nasa Pilipinas, nasa sa abroad, na gusto makapag-apply ng permanent residence dyan sa Canada through study visa. Okay, so regarding sa update, mas maganda siguro para makapag-tailor tayo ng mas magandang discussion. Syempre kasi iba-iba eh. No, regarding sa mga course na pwede, mga school. So mas maganda siguro na makapag-book sila sa atin ng consultation para makapag-construct tayo, makapag-tailor tayo ng information na para sa kanila lang.
Correct. Ayan. So yun yung guys, so ito yung magiging papel guys ng The Visa Center. I understand maybe some of you are, 'di ba yung nag-aano sila, anong tawag doon? Yung personal sila nag-a-apply.
Yes, oo.
DIYers. Yan, do it yourself application. Well guys, alam natin na marami sa kababayan natin ang gumagawa niyan, okay? And to be honest, wala naman pong problema doon eh. If you can really handle it, if you know how to process, if you properly understand yung mga terminologies, 'di ba, yung mga pros and cons, walang problema doon. But ano yung advantage lang kasi na with the help of the Visa Center now has more than 20 plus years of processing immigration visas, like student visa or PR or family visa man yan going to Australia and Canada, is that siyempre mas napapadali no yung buhay nila kasi parang nagkaroon sila ng personal secretary, personal assistant. Kasi we understand, lalo na mga OFW, di ba, Kimber, busy sa trabaho yan eh. And unfortunately, minsan, parang once a week lang ang day off. Okay, although diba, nag-i-enjoy ng 2 days, Kumbaga yun yung araw na personal pasyal nila, di ba, gala, enjoy life, and then one day is to rest, and then the rest, hindi talaga nila kayang matutukan yung kanilang application. So, nandito ang The Visa Center. Now, Kimberly, bigyan natin ng linaw siguro. This is the good time para sa mga viewers natin na sinasabi kasi natin na ang pagiging international student can actually help them if they are planning to apply for permanent residency in Canada. In what way? Paano nga ba ito makakatulong?
Okay, thank you so much po sa question mo, Sir Juni, no? Regarding sa pag-apply kasi natin ng permanent residency, pointing system kasi siya. Okay? And unang-unang tinitignan dito syempre yung educational level natin. So, some school po sa Philippines kasi hindi siya na-acknowledge as a bachelor. So, kailangan, minsan yung points natin doon bumababa.
Unfortunately,
okay?
yes.
Yeah, so mas better na mag-apply sila as international student para magkaroon sila ng additional points na pagdating sa education nila, and aside po dito sa points nila, syempre, pagdating sa work opportunities, di ba? So, the more na nag-aaral ka sa Canada, the more na tumataas yung position mo. Syempre, the more na tumataas din yung sahod mo. Okay? So, maliban doon, pagdating din sa work experience. So, sobrang importante kasi nun. Okay? So, pagdating sa pag-apply natin ng PR, yung work experience mo diyan, like for example doon sa Philippines or dito sa Dubai, meron points yon. Pero iba pa rin kasi na nakapag-work ka mismo sa Canada. And as international student, allowed tayo mag-work po, no, ng 24 hours per week. And nagka-count siya. No, actually, no, para sa mga hindi nagtatanong, ang 2 years po na part-time is equivalent po yan ng 1 year full-time work experience.
Oh, nice!
Yes. To be specific, Sir Juni, 1,560 hours ang kailangan nilang makuha, syempre, para makapag-apply sila as a 1 year full-time work experience. As international student po yun.
Pero Kimber, isingit natin na to, bigyan natin ng clarification sa mga viewers natin. And when they say work experience kasi, siyempre, diba, we're talking here about permanent residency application. So, hindi lahat ng job experience ay pwede for permanent residency application, correct? So, we have to check first yung kanilang mga, ano yung mga jobs lang na po pwede, like nominated job na tinatawag. Kasi, diba, there are some nominated jobs who are eligible for permanent residency application. So, yung question dito, kunyari, let's say, okay, meron akong experience sa isang, bigyan mo nga ako, Kimber, na example ng ng pwede sa nominated job for PR Canada.
For example, nagkaroon kayo ng work experience as early childhood.
Okay, sige. Let's talk about early childhood. Okay, yung early childhood, guys, is a teacher. Okay, nagtuturo siya sa mga kids, no? Yun yung specialty niya. Okay, for example, kasi alam ko dito sa UAE, may mga nakilala
Ayan. So, Sir Juni, andyan ka pa ba? Parang nag-lag kayo sa akin or ako ba ang nawala? But anyway, ayun. So, yung nabanggit kasi ni Sir Juni is there are certain jobs lang daw na para makapag-apply tayo as PR. So, bigyan ko kayo ng malinaw na explanation dito. So, meron kasi tayong tinatawag na training, experience, and education, responsibility, or yung tinatawag na tier. Okay, so meron mga level yon 0, 1, 2, and 3. So kailangan kasi pasok po doon yung maging work experience natin para mag-count siya at makapag-apply tayo as a permanent resident. Okay? So sa pag-a-apply kasi ng permanent resident, so mag-focus tayo siguro, no, Sir Juni. Ayan. So sa pag-a-apply kasi, guys, ng permanent residency, meron tayong tinatawag na program na express entry at yung PNP, yung Provincial Nomination Program. And ang kagandahan po, no, na-mention ni Keanu po dito is meron silang tinatawag na WISP, yung Workforce Immigration Support Program. Ayan, hello Sir Juni.
Pero ay back, ayan talaga live tayo. Hindi ko alam, bayad naman ako, bakit kaya napuputol ang internet? Okay.
Ayun,
Anyways,
na-mention ko kasi sa kanila.
Ready na maging host member.
Oo, kanina ko pa gusto talaga magsalita, sir. And, di ba?
Okay,
Ayan.
so yung naiwanan natin kanina no, about sa like early childhood yung experience. Kasi linawin natin to ha. Kasi syempre po no, yung permanent residency application po kasi, 'di ba Kimber, hindi po kasi lahat ng basta may work experience ka ay pwede na agad. So there are some list of nominated job lang na po pwede. So one very good example, sinabi ni Kimber kanina is early childhood. So number one, ilang years pa ang requirement, Kimber, for PR application para sa nominated job?
Okay.
1 year or more?
Yes, usually depende yan, no? Kapag mag-apply tayo for Canadian Experience Class, so usually mga nakakapag-apply ng Canadian Experience Class is yung mga nag-apply ng international student kasi nagkakaroon sila ng work experience inside Canada. So ganun niya vina-value yung natulong mo sa kanilang community. So at least mga 1 year na full-time work experience. Ngayon, dun kasi sa nabanggit ni Ma'am Stephanie, yes, dun sa kanilang program na Workforce Immigration Support Program. Ang kailangan lang kasi natin doon is at least 1 year experience doon sa Kiano or a full-time job offer. Yes.
Okay ba yung signal ko? Mukhang okay naman yata, no?
Okay,
good. Okay. Then, good thing no, na nabanggit mo yung WISP. Yan, para sa mga viewers natin. Ayan, nagloloko talaga siya. Wait lang.
Okay. So, para magkaroon din tayo ng additional learning pa no, pagdating sa provincial nomination. Yun kasi ay general term lang siya. Okay, so bawat province po kasi diyan sa Canada, bawat lugar diyan, meron silang kanya-kanyang program na pwede nating applyan. And isa na po doon sa Alberta is yun nga po, no, under siya ng Alberta Advantage Immigration Program, si WIS. Okay, so maganda. Mababa na yung tax, 'di ba? And mababa na yung cost of living. And mas mabilis ka rin makakapag-apply ng PR. Why? Kasi mas mababa yung competition.
Well, I agree. Totoo yun, ano? Na siyempre, the more na mas konti yung tao doon, yung population doon sa isang area, it means that the competition is hindi ganun katindi. Kasi unlike doon sa mga big cities ka talaga na everybody are there, and of course, everybody are looking for a job. So,
yes,
kaya maganda yung location ng Canada. Sige, tapusin lang natin yung topic about sa nominated job. Okay.
Sige, sir.
Okay. So, syempre kasi parang sinasabi natin dito na, kunyari wala akong experience na pasok doon sa list of nominated job. Kaya sa mga viewers po natin guys avail our free eligibility assessment and consultation, especially if you are really eyeing for PR application. Kasi our team will share po ano yung mga nominated jobs na po pwede. Okay. Now, kapag wala kang experience doon sa nominated jobs, what you can do is, yun nga po, isasuggest kayo ng team natin na to apply for a course na medyo eligible for PGWP or something connected doon sa mga nominated jobs na pwede mo makuha. Now, ang question dito, Kimber, kunyari, let's say yun nga, wala akong experience to any nominated jobs for PR. Tapos, kunyari, nag-aral na ako sa Canada, tapos nagsa-sideline ako doon, pero hindi rin siya connected doon sa nominated job. Will it be counted as experience o hindi?
Okay, so good question po, no, Sir Juni. Yun din kasi kagandahan, no, na makapag-consult kayo sa amin kasi baka mamaya is nag-apply. Yung iba kasi ang alam lang nila is, hindi naman, no. Yung iba kasi ang alam nila is makapag-apply ng student, tapos after nun, hindi na nila alam kung anong gagawin nila sa Canada. Yun yung advantage na makausap nyo kami, no, kasi bibigyan namin kayo ng long-term strategy. No, apply kayo ng international student, PGWP, then PR. Ano yung mga program na pwede nyo applyan? Depende po kung nasa ang location kayo, depende kung anong course yung kukuhanin nyo. Ngayon, let's say for example, nasa Canada ka, international student ka, tapos yung mga part-time mo hindi pa rin naging pasok, no, sa program na pwede tayo makapag-apply ng PR, which is yun kasi importance ng PGWP, ng postgraduate work permit. Okay, so pag graduate mo, syempre meron ka ng diploma dyan or certificate, makakapag-aim ka na ng managerial level or ng higher position na mas lalaki na yung chance mo na makapag-apply ka sa mga occupation na pasok doon. Then i-work out mo siya, magkaroon ka ng 1 year, 2 years work experience, saka tayo mag-apply ng PR. And
correct.
Some location, no, meron silang mga designated employer naman doon, pwede makasupport sila sa kanila sa pag-apply ng PR.
Yun. So at least, yun guys, malinaw yan ha. So at least na-explain sa atin ni Kimber, no? At saka syempre, kung titingnan natin yung situation, kasi right now, may ilang school partners ka tayo na not offering PGWP. Pero always look at the opportunity na, teka lang, meron ba silang parang, hindi man 100%, pero meron silang workplace, not workplace. Kumbaga may opportunity na matulungan ka ng school to get a job. Diba?
Yes,
or work, mabigyan ka ng work visa. Yun. Kasi minsan may mga school partners tayo, they are partnered with so many companies in Canada na kung saan ay naghahanap talaga sila ng mga workers nila na coming from that school. Kasi kumbaga parang, kasi guys, ang pag-aaral kasi sa Canada, no, especially sa mga school partners natin, kumbaga parang mas konti yung theory lang, mas more on actual yung learning. So talagang alam ng mga companies na to that you are really skilled. Okay, kaya pag hinire ka nila, syempre trained ka as per sa standard ng Canada. So kaya pagdating talaga sa mga employers sa Canada, syempre they would look for someone or they will hire someone na talagang kaya at alam yung trabaho as per sa kung ano yung trabaho doon sa Canada. Correct?
Yes, tama. So yun din kasi no, sir, mas madali kang makahanap ng trabaho kung makapag-apply ka na international student kasi nga nandun ka na sa Canada, makikita nila kagad yung performance mo. 'Di ba? While studying, nag-work ka sa kanila though before ka gumraduate, pwede ka na nilang i-absorb kasi alam na nila yung ano mo yung standard mo, alam na nila kung gaano ka kagaling, 'di ba? Kung worth it ka ba sa kanila. So mas mabilis yung chance, mas malaki yung chance talaga.
Ayun. Okay. So in what way pa yung kasi pinag-uusapan natin ngayon ay let's say, okay, mag-student, kasi normally guys, ang ginagawa ng the Visa Center, if yung plano mo talaga is permanent residency, then i-check naman nila Kimber agad ang profile mo. Kung pasok ka doon sa pointing system na kakailanganin mo for you to be qualified na mag-apply. In case na hindi kasi, that's the only time that we can suggest you to study. Okay, syempre sa profile nyo, titingnan namin kung anong school ang po pwede, anong program ang po pwede, na later on can help you with your permanent residency application. Hindi namin kayo pag-aaralin lang sa kung saan-saan lang na hindi natin i-consider yung PR qualification mo. Okay? So yun yung maganda doon na you have to really avail our free eligibility assessment and consultation. Okay, Kimber, may question dito. Ako, kinakabahan na si Kimber. Okay. Sabi ni Ems Joy, sabi niya, pwede din ba mag-apply, mag-asawa, ang asawa ko ng permanent residency kahit nag-aaral pa lang ako?
Ayan. So, hello Ma'am Ems. Thank you so much po sa tanong mo. Ang sagot dyan ay yes. Pwedeng makapag-apply ng permanent residency si partner mo habang nag-aaral ka. Ganito ang scenario dyan. Let's say, for example, ayan, Ma'am Ems, nag-international student ka, nasa Canada ka din. Si partner mo kasi, ang partner kasi pwede kang mag-work full-time dyan eh. Diba? So, pag nagustuhan siya ng employer, si employer ay designated, pwede siyang suportahan for PR. Ngayon, yung mga nabanggit ko kasi kanina, no, pagdating dyan sa provincial nomination na yan, iba't ibang program yan, usually kasi ang required lang sa kanila ay at least work experience mo sa Canada at full-time job offer. Ngayon, kung nakakuha si partner mo noon, meron na siya ng mga ganyang qualification, so pwede na siya mag-apply ng PR. Diba? So, pwede pa na si partner ang maunang maging resident kaysa sa'yo. Diba? So, dalawa kayong may chance dyan kung kasama mo si partner na nasa Canada.
At saka ano kasi yun, di ba? Ang alam ko kasi din, Kimber, kunyari, let's say, sa mag-asawa, yung isa nag-aaral, yung isa hindi. Pero siya yung nag-apply for PR na agad. So, somehow, makakatulong naman ba ng points? Kasi alam natin, di ba, pagdating sa IELTS, pwede mag-take kayong dalawa, correct? So, so kung ano yung score ng asawa na nag-aaral, kung mataas yung score, makakadagdag sa kanyang points. How about yung kapag nag-aaral siya sa Canada or may job experience sa Canada yung spouse? That will also add ba sa score or nakakadagdag sa score or hindi?
Yes, meron siyang additional points no pagdating sa pointing system po, and mas lalaki yung chance natin. For example, nag-apply tayo for express entry or mas lalaki yung chance ng points natin, tataas siya. So mas lalaki yung chance na makareceive tayo ng invitation. Yun kasi yung kailangan natin talaga.
Okay. So guys, pero sa mga viewers po natin kasi ito pinag-uusapan natin, if we can bring our family in Canada as an international student. Ito po, depende ha, hindi siya applicable in all our school partners. Okay, may mga ilang school partners lang tayo. Just contact po ang The Visa Center, ask anong school yung po pwede. Kasi normally, ang alam natin ngayon kapag masteral sila or master's degree or higher education, definitely they can bring their family. Pero may mga ilang school partners kasi tayo na hindi po pwede. Okay? Or kung pwede man, they cannot enjoy yung OPWP. Ay, OPW, sorry. Open Work Permit, parang ganon. So, okay, ibig sabihin po, meron namang solusyon eh. May mga options. All you need to do is just contact us, talk to our team para alam natin kung saan siya po pwede. Okay, may Open Work Permit bang kasama? Ibig sabihin, pwedeng mag-work full-time ang iyong asawa or partner in Canada. Kasi meron din tayong ibang school partner na wala. Okay, so just talk to us again. Yun lang naman yung sekreto natin. Okay? Ayan. Thank you so much kay Ems, Joy, Titular, Alba na nag-comment. Ayan. Actually, sa mga viewers natin, guys, ayan, medyo nabigyan natin ng konting linaw, no, na how yung pagiging international student mo can help you later on with your permanent residency application. So yun nga, kapag may diploma ka doon, you get additional points. Kapag may work experience ka, you get additional points. Pero Kimber, sabi kasi nila, kapag may ready employer daw, sa Canada, kasi siyempre doon ka na nag-aaral, correct? And then you are allowed to work part-time. Eh, let's say, nagustuhan ka nung boss nyo or ng company nyo, dahil talagang magaling ka, and how can they really help with my permanent residency application?
Okay. So, kung pag-uusapan kasi natin ang pagiging residency, sige, mag-focus tayo sa isang topic natin, which is yung express entry. So, may mga factor kasi na nakaka-apekto dun, yung education natin, yung work experience natin, syempre yung age natin. So, guys, no, yung mga nagbabalak dyan, as much as possible, makapag-apply na kayo kasi nagmamatter talaga yung age natin. And, yes. Actually, ayun, nabanggit mo yung employment. No, kung meron ka job offer, meron siyang additional points. Kung meron kayong mga kamag-anak dyan, adaptability, and syempre yung IELTS exam. Ngayon, let's say, meron ka ng, habang nag-aaral ka, meron ka ng nakuha job offer, depende kasi yun eh, no? Nasa sa international student yun, kung gusto niya na ba siyang i-grab para mag-work na siya doon, pwede naman yun. Tapos, mag-gain siya ng work experience, pwede siya matulungan for PR, or tapusin niya yung education niya, tapos pag-graduate niya, pwede na siya kagad mag-apply doon ng work kagad, na hindi na siya dadaan ng PGWP. Mayroon akong mga na-encounter na ganyan, na yung school nila is eligible naman for PGWP, pero dahil nga meron na silang employer, instead na mag-apply sila doon, working visa na kagad. Then nag-work sila, and yung employer nila is talagang gustong-gusto sila na maging permanent na doon sa trabaho, kaya sinusuportahan talaga sila sa pag-apply ng PR. Lumalaki yung chance nila. No, na
ayan. So, Kimber, bago natin makalimutan ng lahat, ayan, para sa mga viewers natin, guys, kung gusto nyo po, lalo na po dito sa UAE, no, ayan, kung gusto nyo po na si Kimber yung mag-assist sa inyo with your application, pwede mo bang ma-share ang iyong, let's say, contact number or yung office address natin dito sa Dubai?
Okay. So, para sa mga gustong magpa-assist po sa akin dito, i-message nyo lang ako or mag-email lang kayo sa akin, kimber@visacenter.ae, or pumunta na lang kayo dito sa office namin sa Dubai, United Arab Emirates. So, dito lang naman kami sa may Bur Dubai. Ang pinakamalapit na metro station sa amin ay Burjuman, tapos lakad lang kayo ng konti, makita niyo yung FAB, yung First Abu Dhabi Bank, tapat lang kami nun. NBQ building po, room 101.
Ayan. Okay. So, ayan, nag-overtime na naman tayo. Pero thank you so much, Kimber. At least nabigyan natin ng linaw ngayon yung mga viewers natin na, okay, kung permanent residency talaga ang gusto mo, wala naman pong problema. We are experienced. Okay, most of our team are trained. Okay, at talaga knowledgeable, okay, for your PR application to Canada. But in case lang talaga na kapag nag-miss ka ng point, okay, ang other option natin is either, yun nga, yung mag-aral ka or find another option na paano tumaas ang iyong score. Kasi kunyari, mababa ang IELTS mo, pwede mo kasing galingan at kapag mataas yan, that can actually add up. Pero di ba, Kimber, last question na lang bago tayo magpaalam. Yung points naman, nagva-vary ba siya? Kasi alam natin parang, tama ba, 67 kapag Canada?
Yes.
O 67, okay. What if, let's say, mas mababa doon? Let's say 65 lang ako or 64. meron bang ibang option? Let's say, alam natin, may iba't ibang PR pathway to different provinces in Canada. Pwede ba yun na kunyari, hindi talaga hanggang 65 lang talaga?
Okay, so kung hindi talaga kaya, kasi ang minimum natin for language exam is si LB Level 7 or parang sa IELTS, parang nasa 6 points po siya. So, pwede mong taasan doon, pero kung talagang nasa maximum level ka na ng IELTS, tapos yung work experience mo, nandun na din sa maximum points, tapos yung partner mo, nag-take na rin ng language exam para maka-additional points ka. So, bitin pa din, no? So, additional option natin dito is mag-apply talaga ng international student para pag nasa Canada ka na, makuha mo yung nawawalang points na yun at makapag-apply ka as PR. So, ganun po siya, Sir Juni.
Yeah, okay. So, ibig sabihin guys, ayan, no matter what, may solution naman pong naibibigay ang The Visa Center sa inyo.
Yes,
so, tama nga talaga, I suggest talaga avail our free eligibility assessment and consultation now. At least for you to find out kung saan na yung standing mo of your dream in Canada. Diba? Parang, teka lang, wala talaga kung mag-aaral ka talaga. So, take an action now. Kasi habang bata-bata ka pa, kasi like Kimber said, na the more na dumadagdag yung edad natin, bumabawas yung score natin. So, wag po natin sayangin. Ano tayo mag-worry na nagkakahigpitan sa Canada. Kasi kung tutuusin, yung higpit na yun lang naman is that they just wanted to make sure that you are really a legit student, okay? Parang ibig sabihin, you are capable of paying your tuition fees, yung hindi ka mapariwara doon. In short, hindi ka mag-TNT. Yun lang naman yun Okay? Kasi syempre, yung mga TNT sa Canada kasi nagiging problema din ng gobyerno ng Canada. Right? So don't worry po, i-guide kayo ng The Visa Center. So Kimber, maraming salamat sa iyong time. Ayan, I hope na by next week makakasama ko na kayo dyan sa Dubai office natin. Thank you so much, Kimber.
Thank you so much, Sir Juni, sa time, and thank you so much po sa mga viewers natin. So, just message me or the Visa Center po para matulungan namin kayo sa plano nyo na makapag-apply as resident po dyan sa Canada.
At saka bago ang lahat pala guys, October 24, makakasama natin si Kimber and the Visa Center sa isang event dito po sa DSF Alriga Night Market on October 24. Ito po yung OFW Singing Icon Grand Finale. So at least may mga surprises, mga discount vouchers na ipamimigay ang The Visa Center dyan. Kaya yan, umattend po kayo, okay, sa DSF Alriga Night Market. Baka alam ko sasayaw si Kimber Hindi ba?
Hindi ba ikaw yun, Sir Judy? Di ba tayo yun? Nagpa-practice tayo kanina. Oo, ayan. So, see you guys po sa night market.
Thanks, Kimber. Alright.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so yan guys, ang ating team, no? Buti na nakasama natin si Kimber. At least, di ba, nabibigyan tayo ng linaw, okay, about the reason why we sometimes encourage our kababayan to apply for an international student if they wanted to talagang be qualified for permanent residency application. Okay. Pero another way kasi guys is ganito din yun. Another reason why Filipino are really applying for an international student is that this is the easiest way, okay, to immigrate to Canada. Kasi po, kunyari, let's say, kahit qualified ka pa kasi may totoo to may mga applicants tayo, they are really qualified for permanent residency. Pero po kasi, may stages kasi yan, may timeline. Okay, it can be less than a year, more than a year, or close to 2 years, or more than 2 years. May mga ganong klaseng scenario kasi siya, depende doon sa qualification. So there are some kasi that they are really in a hurry and they really wanted to be there next year. So even though they are qualified for PR, nag-a-apply talaga sila as international student. Kasi yung timeline kasi ng international student, maano mo siya mafa-finalize mo di ba? Katulad kanina with our school partner, ang intake nila is January, March, May, and September. So if you wanted to be there next year, sa mga months na yon, just start your application. Complete your document, pay whatever need to pay. Okay, and matatarget mo talaga, makukuha mo yung date na yon, nandun ka talaga sa Canada. Okay, kumbaga, mapaplano mo siya. Unlike with permanent residency application, meron tayong waiting game. Okay, so maaring mabilis, maaring mabagal. Okay, and this is also the reason why the Visa Center is offering a non-expiry contract. Kaya naman sa mga applicants natin, hindi tayo kakabahan kasi hindi masasayang po ang pera natin. Okay? So, worst scenario po, may laging support ang the Visa Center. So, it's either you can wait longer or until you become qualified, or you can transfer to other pathways. So yun ang kagandahan. Okay? Again, maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga viewers natin. And alam ko guys, we have another session this coming Saturday. And just make sure lang po to follow our Facebook page para po, para po malaman nyo kung sino yung school partner na makakasama natin. And let's say kung anong oras siya. Pero definitely normally po it's 11:30 a.m. in Dubai. And then that's 3:30 p.m. in the Philippines. Tama ba? O 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, tama. Okay. Kaya naman sa mga viewers natin, maraming salamat guys for joining us today. And we hope po na makasama namin kayo this coming Saturday. So stand by for that. Alright, maraming salamat guys for watching. Bye-bye. Meron tayong good news dito ngayon sa The Visa Center at ayan na ang kanilang mga visa. And so saan po tayo na-approve?
Canada po.
Okay. So short lang po story. Paano niyo po nahanap yung The Visa Center at bakit dito kayo nagtiwala na magpa-process ng inyong visa?
Through Facebook, sir, nakita ko, then nag-message ako. Then nakausap ko nung si Sir Lawrence. Tapos yun na, sir, kung kami ka pa-assist, yun na po, dire-diretso na po.
Ayun. So sir, message naman po sa mga followers namin na about sa Visa Center.
Kung gusto niyo pong magpa-assess, going to Canada or Australia, punta lang po kayo sa Visa Center and we guarantee na legit po sila and tutulungan po nila kayo to attain your dreams.
Proven and tested po, highly recommended. Legit na legit po.
Alright, thank you po.
Ito na po ang aming visa.
Yeah, finally.